Yo, what's going on, guys? Golden here. Welcome back to the channel. I apologize for the long-awaited break, but here I am to return, and I've brought to you a new series on the NHL 24, the road to the Stanley Cup. So, this series is us playing as the GM of a custom team, and hopefully we are aiming to win the Stanley Cup. So let's get straight into it in franchise mode. So as we see here, we have the authentic, the custom league, and the 33 team expansion draft with custom rosters if we want to. We are going to be doing our team expansion of 33 teams, and we're going to create our own team in the NHL. Alright, so it took me a bit, but here we go. We have the Barrie Dragons. Now, let me show you off these uniforms. Look at these uniforms, not too shabby. They're alright. That was the home, this is the away, and this is the alternate. Uh, I like them. I like them. I think they're pretty great, and they definitely represent the Barrie Dragons. So now that our team settled, we got the uniforms in the stadium. Let's continue. Here we have our GM of the Barrie Dragons, Aaron Docks. Pretty interesting name, but hey, we don't judge. We don't judge. And would you look at that? We have the Barrie Dragons. Our total team budget, $169 million. The arena, the Sky Dome Trenches. And our affiliate team, or AHL team, is the Burnaby Aces. Alright, and look what we have here. We have the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, all with both of their divisions. So, I know for sure, and in fact, we are going to be playing in the Eastern Conference. But which division are we going to play in? That is the question. I do really like both the Atlantic and the Metropolitan, but I mean, I think we're gonna put ourselves in the Atlantic Division. I feel like I feel like they got a lot of good teams. We got the Bruins, you got the Red Wings, Panthers, Lightning. All these teams are really good, and I think it would be a very interesting um career to put this team in. So let's get straight into it. With that started, here we have the Barrie Dragons, Eastern Conference, Atlantic Division. Let's get straight into the expansion draft. And would you look at this? We are now in the franchise mode for the Barrie Dragons. Now look at that. We are currently off season right after the Stanley Cup playoffs. So let's dive in. Let's see. Let's look at this. Our draft lottery results. We are put up. Woo! We are put in 4th place for the draft lottery. That is pretty good. 4th is overall. That's really great spot. I bet we can get definitely a good player from this draft. I'm really excited. And here we go. We are diving in to the expansion draft. If you guys do not know how the expansion draft works, this is what it looks like, alright? We have every single NHL team right here, and we are able to pick whichever player we want that is going to free agency or running out of their contract. So, for example, here we have Shattenkirk, we have Silverberg, McGinn, Grant. All these really good players and honestly decent overalls. Really, I'm really really liking how this looks like so far. Goalie wise, oh, they have Anthony Stolars. Huh. Interesting. And would you look at that? This is what I came up with for the expansion draft of the Barrie Dragons. I think this is quite a good haul, if I do say so myself. We got players like Jeremy Swayman, Max Pacioretty, Max Domi, Gustav Forsling, Tyler Toffoli, Vladimir Tarasenko, Scott Lawton, Eric Chernak, Ryan O'Reilly, Braden McNabb, TJ Oshie, and even Adam Lowry, and plenty of other great players to round up the Barrie Dragons. And now that we got all of our players, it is time to do our draft interviews. Would you look at that? Connor Bedard, obviously number one. Then we got Isaiah Gerard, Leo Carlson, and looks like we might potentially be getting Zachary Benson. That is pretty cool. We interview Zachary Benson. Let's see. So it looks like his strength would be his shot, his shooting, which would definitely come very in handy for the team. And let's check out his weakness. His weakness is, let's see, physical. I could see why that'd be a problem. He does look like a bit of a small guy, but that's okay. And I want to find out if he is ready for the NHL. A couple years away. I see, I see. Okay. There's nobody else really I want to interview, so we're gonna call it there for the interviewing process. And now here we have the NHL entry draft, the first ever draft that the Barrie Dragons are going to partake in fourth overall from the draft lottery. Now we're gonna quickly sim through these picks and see what they pick. So the Philadelphia Flyers took Bedsy, the Ducks took Gerard, and Columbus took Leo Carlson. Now, as our fourth pick, I think it only makes sense to pick the one we interviewed, Zachary Benson. Yes, please. And there we have it. We have Zachary Benson as our first round pick, along with other players right here to end our first ever NHL draft. Now, this is the fun part. This is where we sign contracts with these players to keep them on the team. So we have a cap space of 10 point. I see, I see. Alright, now going through some of these contracts, some of these players are asking for quite a bit of money. I already give a offer to Max Domi. I feel like he could be definitely a great, perhaps second line centerman. That would be really nice. The only problem is Tarasenko and Riley are asking quite a bit. With Tarasenko asking for $8 million for 3 years, and we have O'Reilly asking for 5 for 4. But we are going to be signing Zachary Benson to 3 years, maximum salary offered. There you go. Please, Jeremy Swayman. Alright, that's not bad, honestly. Let's put you for 2 years. Let's give you 275. I'm gonna go back. We simmed a few days, so let's see where we are at. Some of these players. Max Domi accepted. Awesome. Zachary Benson did accept as well. Our goalies. Dustin Wolf's there. Jeremy Swayman accepted it as well. Perfect. We have $2.290 million left to spend. I don't think we can get anybody else really, or save anybody that we want. Yeah, I think that is everything I would like. Now going into free agency, let's see some of the players that we have out. We have the Brinkett. Obviously, the players we could not sign. Vladimir Tarasenko asking for $8.2 million for 4 years. That is crazy. He's a great player, but I do not have that kind of money for the guy. See, we got Patty Kane, we got O'Reilly, Bertuzzi, Gossesper, Keandre Miller, Nyquist, Patches, Tatar, just a bunch of players. I think we need to save our money. I don't think we need anybody in free agency. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to the pre-season. Alright, we have made it to the pre-seasons. Let's look at some of these lines. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Honestly, for a first year, this is not bad. This is a pretty decent start. And I would like to tell you guys, I did pick up Sean Monahan in some trades during mid-season for the Habs. Got him, and I think we got a round 3 pick for one of our draft picks. I think it was pretty decent overall. But yeah, so first line, we got Olofsson, Domi, Toffoli. Lawton is a left wing, surprisingly. Oh, that is his alternate position. Monahan, Trevor Moore. Got TJ Oshie, Adam Lowry, Tanner Peterson, Warren Fogle, Tyler Johnson, and Jake Evans. And we look at our defense. Our defense is not that bad either. We have Brady McNabb, Eric Turnat on the first line for the D, Samuel Gerard, Damon Severson to the second, and finally Gustav Forsling and Alexander Romanov. And if we check out our goalies, we have Jeremy Swayman and Thomas Greiss. Grice? Definitely did not pronounce his name correct. Let's look at our Burnaby Aces AHL team. We have Dustin Roll as our starting goaltender. Let's look at some of these lines. We got some players we drafted got sent down here. Fred Bread. That is a funny name. Yeah, Josh Brown, yes. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this team. I think this is so far a decent team to start with. I like it. And now we do need to set captains. See, this is the problem. I don't know who to set captain and who to set alternate captain. That's the problem. There's a lot of great players on here. But I think for now, I'm going to put a few players on alternate. We're going to put Max Domi as our first alt. We're going to have Victor Olofsson. Actually, you know what? We're going to have Tyler Toffoli. And we are going to have... Let's have Gerard. So yeah, guys, please tell me in the comments, who do you guys think deserves the alternate captain, the A, and who deserves the C, the captain? Please let me know down in the comments, who do you think should get what letter and what role inside the team? We're simming to our first ever pre-season game. Now, we're going to save the preseason for the next episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's quite short for a first episode, but I just want to get a bit of a basis layer on it, see how things go, how the team looks like and everything. I do hope you guys enjoy. I'm really excited to start this series. I think this is going to be pretty fun. And yes, we're going to be playing as Aaron Docks, RGM, hopefully to win the Stanley Cup for the Barrie Dragons. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and like, and to keep updated on the series and seeing how far we end up going. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.